Well, going beyond the headlines in Oregon's ongoing addiction crisis, there's a new 12-step plan proposed by one of the state's leading voices on addiction and recovery. The organization Oregon Recovers tells us the first step they propose is for the state to declare an emergency. That would allow for a coordinated response between agencies and the mobilization of emergency detox and respite centers. They also want state leaders to amend Measure 110 to restore consequences of illegal drug possession and expand funding for recovery programs. One of the final steps in the proposal is to increase prices for cannabis and alcohol.
And joining us in studio are the directors with Oregon Recovers, Mike Marshall and Bo Brinson. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, before we get more into what you're going to be doing in terms of these efforts, let's talk about this 12-step proposal briefly. Is anybody considering this proposal?
Oh, I think legislators and the governor's office have both indicated that they are hungry for answers to Oregon's addiction crisis. We have the second highest addiction rate. We rank last in access to treatment. There's been a lot of money moved into the system lately, but not a lot of great outcomes. And so what we wanted to do was really frame the debate that it's not just about fixing Measure 110 or getting the OLCC to operate better or any single thing, that it needs to be a collection of efforts at the local, state, and the local and state level. And so our 12-step program basically looks at it from start to finish. What are the things we need to do to get our addiction rates down and to get our recovery rates up?
Well, I think the fact that this plan is so all-encompassing in terms of different organizations and levels of state and local government, it kind of points to the fact that there is no easy fix to this problem. There is no one-size-fits-all solution. Do you think people are responsive to some of the suggestions in this plan? Is this a good path forward?
Absolutely. I mean, we vetted it with a lot of stakeholders in advance, and our coalition at Oregon Recovers is made up of 40 or 50 organizations. And so it's not rocket science per se, but it's we're talking about human beings who are suffering from the disease of addiction, and we're talking about different levels of government that are trying to respond to it, right? And so none of this is new that we're proposing per se. Some of the changes to Measure 110 are different than what has been discussed before, but that's natural. It's a new law, right? And we're learning that some parts are working, some parts are not working, and so we need to fix it. So I think there is broad support for many of the different aspects of what we're talking about.
Tell us about this weekend's Walk for Recovery.
Yeah, great question. So the Walk for Recovery is a fundraiser, and it's a great opportunity to build community power, promote pride in recovery, and show the power in numbers. There's a lot of people out there suffering. There's people dying every day. And every person that overdoses is someone's child. So, we want to bring awareness and make sure we're doing what we can to help the fight to end Oregon's addiction crisis.
When is the walk and where?
Yeah, the Walk for Recovery is this Sunday at Pioneer Square, and it starts at 10 a.m. and it goes to 2 p.m. And it's going to be a great, fun event because, a lot of people look at recovery like sometimes it's, gets difficult, but we can also have fun in recovery, and we also want to highlight that.
It's a real healing process. It's an opportunity for families to come together. If your son or grandson's in recovery, come on down and bring them with you. If your spouse is in recovery, if your colleagues in recovery, it's a great way to turn out and celebrate recovery, while at the same time, this year we'll be actually walking to demand action from our stakeholders on the addiction crisis.
Do you have to sign up?
Yes.
Yes, so you can sign up at walk4recovery.org, and it's the number 4, so you can go there and choose Portland, and then it'll give you an overview of what the walk looks like and what our intentions are, and we're just excited to bring this opportunity to downtown Portland because, as we know, we need the awareness and we need to help, we need to support these people.
Well, not only is it a great opportunity, as Mike mentioned, to really get behind that new 12-step proposal, to really be that force for change, but also, Bo, to your point, to bring people together in this. Addiction can be so isolating, and talking about it can still be very stigmatized. So how important are events like this weekend in really getting that conversation to happen?
Absolutely. That's a great question, Emily. So being able to come out and have all these people come together, it shows people that recovery is possible. There was a stigma a long time ago about being in recovery, but now people are proud to be in recovery. We got T-shirts and hats and tattoos and everything showing it because we are proud of what we've accomplished.
Yeah, talk about Oregon Recovers, the organization. When did you start? And
Yep.
just tell us a little bit more about
So
it.
we launched in 2017 with a big rally down at Park Blocks, and then the Walks for Recovery in Portland actually commemorate the start of. So we're 6 years old this weekend, and our goal is to mobilize people in recovery, their friends and family, the people that work in the recovery space, to advocate and drive Oregon towards, instead of being last in access to treatment, being first in access to treatment. But also, to Bo's point, to create an environment in which being in recovery is not stigmatized, that we're not just in church basements on folding chairs in our recovery meetings, but we're out in the streets, we're in the community, we stand up and we're proud to be in recovery. And that's what's so great about it.
Well, I think it's going to be a fantastic event. Thank you both for being here this morning to talk more about it. Mike Marshall and Bo Brinson with Oregon Recovers. We appreciate your time this morning.
Yeah, thank you.
And the annual Walk for Recovery happening this Sunday from 10 to 2 p.m. at Pioneer Courthouse Square. For all the information you need to get signed up and learn more, it is walk4, the number 4, recovery.org.
Happening this weekend.